instructor at Ogle School 56 in San Antonio, Texas. Today I'm going to be demonstrating on how to do an extension, lash extension, classic set. What you will need for this demonstration is going to be your hand sanitizer, your glue ring. I have a glue shaker, that is optional. You have a lash cleanser. Today I'm going to be using a J Curl 0.15, and it's got a variety of 9mm to 4mm. I'm only going to be demonstrating one eye, so you need your iPad. I have one cotton round, a mascara wand. I have a fan brush, and that's just in case you need to wisp away any of the remaining lashes. I have a dental mirror, so that way you can see underneath to check your work in progress. And of course a marker for lash mapping, and of course as well as my mannequin. And last but not least, your face mask. So first we're going to begin by cleansing the client's eye. I'm going to use my gentle foam cleanser. And this is very gentle. It will not burn or anything. So you're going to go ahead and clean. You're going to clean around the brow and as well as underneath the eye, because if you're placing an iPad, you want to make sure that the iPad sticks. The cleanser is going to help remove any dirt, oil, makeup, or any kind of debris on the skin and on the lash line. If you want to have good adhesive grip, you want to make sure that the lashes are clean. If not, you're going to have your clients come back a lot sooner wondering why their lashes are not staying put. Next, we're going to go ahead and apply our lash strip. I will also be demonstrating on how to do lash mapping. So we're going to make sure that the eye is dry. You're going to go ahead and instruct your client to open their eyes and look up. And you're going to place the iPad right along the waterline. This is going to help hold down the bottom lashes, so that way you don't fuse the top lash with the bottom lash. So next, I'm going to do my lash mapping. We're going to kind of give her a nice little cat eye. So we're going to start off with a 9 over here on the inner lash, a 10, a 12, and then we'll do like a flary. Well, we'll do like a little flary at the end with a 13. So as you can see, we have our 9, our 10, our 12, and our 13. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a lash strip. One thing I forgot to mention in the video, I didn't grab my tweezers. You're also going to need some tweezers. You're going to need your straight edge tweezers and your curved set. And of course, I forgot to grab my lash strips. So now we're going to go ahead and apply our lash strip. Of course, your clients are going to have real lashes, so this step is really unnecessary, but for training purposes, we're going to go ahead and give her some fake lashes to work with. So there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my hands. And very importantly, that when you do begin, you do wear your mask. Whether it's COVID or not, wearing a mask is very important because the glue has fumes. So you want to protect yourself from the client and the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and use my fancy glue shaker. Again, this is optional. If you don't have a glue shaker, you could just manually shake it for a minute. So of course, it's shaking up my glue. So we're going to do this for about a minute. I think it's been about a minute, but we're gonna stop it. I think it's good enough. Now I do want to show y'all another technique. If your client has hooded lids, and of course that's the extra skin that kind of folds. As we get older, you know, we tend to lose elasticity. What you can do to help better prop up the lashes, you can grab a little piece of tape. You're going to go ahead and place it on the lid, and you're just going to go slightly tug upward. You're going to slightly tug upward and then place it on their forehead. That's going to help lift up the lash, so when you do perform, you're actually able to see at a better angle. But that's just another little tip for somebody who has hooded eyes. So normally you do, as I said, you do want to wear your mask, but for the demonstration of the video, I'm going to keep my mask off so that way you can hear me clearly. I'm going to place my glue in the ring. I'm going to place my glue in the ring, as you can see. I'm going to comb the client's lash. I want you to be able to see. I'm going to go ahead and comb the client's lash. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start, this is what helps me. I know everybody's got different techniques, and it's completely up to you. Once you find what works best for you, you know, just go with it. But this is what works best for me. I'm gonna start, see where my first line is at right here? I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna put my 9. Or actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start and put my 9 right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put my 10. I'm gonna put my 12. And then I'm gonna end it with a 13 over here. This is gonna help me divide and for placement to see where I gotta stop, where I start and where I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with a 9. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my lash extension halfway. As you can tell, that is too much glue. So see how the bulb is? If you can see, you see the lash and then a big glob of glue. So how we prevent that is we're just gonna go ahead and get it and brush the tip. And if you can see, now it looks an even clean cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dive in, and I'm gonna separate, I'm gonna isolate my lash like so. I'm gonna paint the lash with the glue, and then I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna leave it holding just for a little bit so that way the glue can set. Here's a close-up view. When you do apply it, you want to make sure that you place it 1 millimeter above the lash line. You don't want to necessarily place it on the waterline. We don't want it to be touching the skin. We want it to be touching the hair. And of course, 1 millimeter is really not that much. It's just like a little, the distance of a pen tip. So like 1 millimeter is literally like that tiny. So you really want to just place it right above the waterline. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start with the 10. Same thing, I'm going to use this line as my guide, and I'm going to place my 10 right in between. We're going to go ahead and dip the lash into the glue about halfway. We're going to isolate the lash. I'm going to paint and apply. I'm having trouble with her lash strip because it is coming undone. I'm going to try it again. We're going to isolate, paint, and apply. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with my 12. Same thing, I'm going to use this line as my guide. I know exactly where to go. And my final one is my 13. The 13, I'm going to place it at the very, very last lash. I'm going to show you an example. I don't know if you can see where my placement is at. I have my 9, my 10, my 12, and my 13. What that's gonna do is that it's gonna help me fill out whatever in between. So it's gonna help, that's gonna be my marker to stop. So I know all this is, I'm gonna fill it up with 9. This is my 10s, my 12s, and my 13s. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my 9s. go ahead and just brush and comb my lash. And this is going to help you determine if you need to go back. See how there's like a little lash right here that just kind of fell out. So whatever falls out, you can just go back in and just kind of refill. So the aftercare is, for 48 hours, you're going to instruct your client to, no steam, no saunas, no swimming, no sunbeds, sunning tan beds, no oil-based skincare, mascara, no cleansing product. You're going to instruct them to not fidget and touch their lashes. A typical lash cycle is 60 to 90 days. And it is best for them to come in every 2 to 3 weeks, so that way you can fill in the brand new set that they just have. I really hope you enjoyed this instructional, educational video. Thanks for watching.